I apologize, this is not the usual content, but I need to address this. So I don't know if you've been living up under a rock, but Palworld just came out. It's overwhelmingly positive reviews, fantastic game. It's doing pretty well for itself. But, you know, I'm hyping this game up all month long, right? And I get this comment on this video after the game's already released and already, you know, top 10 Steam games of all time from Mr. Bumpy Yaposaurus Rex over here. Let's just read some of this amazing, super intelligent thinking this person has been talking about.
This game is going to be dead within a month, like everything else, because it does not give players what they want.
Yeah, dude, I'm sure those 800,000+ people on Steam alone, not even counting Game Pass, do not want to, like, they don't like the game. It's not giving them what they want. That's why it's getting overwhelmingly positive reviews, because it's not giving players what they want.
We have enough hunt, build, craft games.
Yeah, dude, I'm sure we do.
But no game where you need to build by placing every individual plank/stone.
You want to do that? What's wrong with you? Man, I wish this game was more tedious and annoying. Have you ever tried to build a house? Do you understand how long and boring it is? That's not gonna make for a good game, my guy. Maybe if you could do it fast. I do get where you're coming from, but come on. The crafting ain't even that bad in Palworld. I've made some pretty cool houses already.
Everything unique and customizable and so on.
Fallout 4 was kind of the breakthrough to this with the electricity and stuff. Dude, I know, right? Fallout 4, the game that's known for its innovative base building and totally not complete dog shit thing of Bethesda. I mean, it's a very mid game. Fallout 4 is a very mid game, I'm sorry. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I probably have like 300 hours in the game. But to sit here and say it was innovative and a breakthrough in anything is just delusional. I'm sorry.
Now Rust is in the lead.
Sure, I guess. I don't play Rust. I didn't know that they had electricity. Actually, I did, but not like that.
This game will be played the most by people that played Minecraft.
I mean, Minecraft's the most popular game ever, so yeah, probably.
Most others will just touch it once and drop it, and some twice. See huge decline in views and drop it.
Genius. Genius. You mean like every other game? You do realize that's every single game. It blows up, everyone tries it, and then after a while, the people left playing it are the people who like the game. Oh my god.
What I saw so far, game ain't impressive. Looks more like a very, very super alpha of something.
Great, that was great.
Maybe in 10 years, this game will get another update that would have actually big world and decent mechanics.
I hope you're just not a native English speaker. I really hope you're not a native English speaker, because this is terrible. In 10 years? In 10 years? What? What is this, like, mental gymnastic nonsense you're typing to me, man? You spent time writing this?
Also, people are tired of cartoonish graphics.
That's just nonsense. People are tired of cartoonish graphics. You're tired of cartoonish graphics. We're tired of realistic graphics and no substance. Guess what Palworld gives you? It gives you beautiful Unreal Engine fucking graphics with cartoony characters, and there's actual substance to the game. Christ almighty, you didn't even play the game yet. You just saw one trailer, I'm sorry.
Also, people are oh, I already read that. And those whom are not, they play Fortnite. So, yeah.
Yeah, dude, the only people who like cartoon graphics play Fortnite. One of the most popular games in the world, by the way. I don't play Fortnite. I enjoy it from time to time, but to sit here and like shit on it, and especially in a comparison saying that, oh, this game's gonna die because it has the same graphics as Fortnite. Not a very good leg to stand on there, buddy. Sorry.
Game will be dead in a month on YouTube/Twitch, so stop spreading misinformation.
You know what, Bumpy? You very well may be right. Still broke records on Steam. Still, I mean, it's, again, top 10 most concurrent players of all time. That's pretty good. I think it's objectively huge, as the title of this video says. I doubt it'll be dead in a month. This is definitely the kind of game that people will play constantly. It does need PvP in it to really take that, you know, that step forward of people playing it every single day, because obviously that'll attract all the Ark and Rust players more so than it already has. Although I'm gonna be playing it for months on end. I can guarantee you that. So I give them the pin, right? I pin the comment. I say pin of yap. They write me another book. I'm not even kidding. Look at this shit. Look at this. Are you out of your mind? You spent time on this? What's wrong with you? So I say pin of yap. He says,
Says you. I don't know if you think you're relevant or funny.
I think I'm pretty funny. I don't know about relevant. I need more subs for that. You should like and subscribe, by the way.
But nothing you say is going to make your ideology prove correct.
What? My ideology? Bro, we wrote this 7 hours ago. This game already sold 2 million copies by the time you wrote this. On Steam alone, not even Xbox. Like, my ideology isn't an ideology anymore. It's just hard facts.
I'm gonna list you all the problems step by step so you can understand. Core gameplay. There are tons and tons of games that are the same or very closely packed together in the same category, which renders any game irrelevant. Palworld got the idea that with catching creatures, right? So it stands above the others, but that's about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's about it. You didn't play the game. You didn't play the game. Poor crafting and building mechanics. When I speak about that, I mean how the structures are laid out on the map. Look at the forest. The way you lay structures on the map feels unique, but in the end, it's kinda similar to all the other games, and even though the praise of both games, they both died within a month. Look at the next game, Rust. The way you lay structures is the same as Palworld and many other games, yet it feels much better when you can rig the whole thing with traps. Electricity and crafting is indeed annoying, but anyone can get used to it. And then you have the leader, Fallout 4. Yes, the leader. When anyone is talking about base building games, they think of Fallout 4. The settlement creation is so unique that you don't even need to lay them squared foundations on the ground. You can just get a whole nice pre-made building that feels unique and serves its purpose. And in most cases, you can utilize in-game structures as your foundations. With a few mods, you can bunker yourself anywhere. Palworld does not excel in any of this and is lost in mediocre building area.
Yeah, the fact that you're praising Fallout 4 so much is really, I could just end the video right here, but I'm gonna read the rest of it just so people really get the full view of, like, your just absolute insanity.
3. The combat.
The combat feels empty and dull. RPG mechanics just don't feel right in this game, and it feels like a poor man's Legends of Zelda meets Pokemon.
And before you say something, yes, this game had one goal: to copy Zelda and Pokemon with crafting and building mechanics and RPG elements that are annoying.
Yes, dude. The RPG elements. I really feel like I'm role-playing in this game.
Do you just label anything RPG?
I guess it is considered an RPG, but, like, you're not role-playing in this game. You're not. I'm not thinking, oh, I'm some fucking trainer. No, I'm some dude who's, like, catching shit and building shit. That's it. Yeah, it is similar to Zelda and Pokemon. Pokemon and Zelda are not original games either. Zelda is an open world game that does it correctly. Pokemon is a creature capture game that does it correctly sometimes. It probably should ironically evolve. Not ironically, but you know what I mean. Like, it's kind of ironic that the series about evolving hasn't really done that. I mean, there's still not even voice acting. I know it doesn't need voice acting. Give them Sims voices at least, just gibberish. Give them something. When the characters on stream talking and their mouth is moving and no sounds are being made, especially when they're singing, it's kind of weird, right? Especially coming from the most profitable franchise in history. And then also the game's release with a crap ton of bugs, and the gameplay's still exactly the same, except for one stupid gimmick, and that's it. Can we get a goddamn open world, like an actual open world Pokemon game, maybe with real-time combat, please? I'm fine with turn-based, by the way, but just do it correctly. Like, it's so, you know, competitive Pokemon, that's fine. I love that shit. But, you know, it's time for a change, right? Stop pumping out games like your COD. You're not. Your team just isn't big enough to do that. I mean, it could be. It very well could be, but I know you're not going to do that, Game Freak. Anyway, sorry about that rant. This is just a nothing burger comment. Oh my god! Oh boy! The game's just like two of the most profitable franchise in history, and one of the most profitable franchises in history. Oh my god, it's terrible! Oh no, it copies them. Yes, it takes inspiration from them. Oh my god, it's just like two good franchises? Oh no! Oh my god, this game's gonna die in a month! 4. The movement. It feels like the movement, like climbing flat surface, is standard in wannabe RPG games now. Okay? Zelda came and
I understood that. Genshin Impact came, it was annoying to see the mechanic copied over, but I got over it. And then 10 other games with the same mechanic, and it got so repetitive that it ain't unique anymore, so Palworld would do way better if it was not there.
Palworld would do better if it didn't have climbing? Why are you fixating on these nothing burger-like things? Oh no! More freedom of movement! Oh boy! You can ride the pals and fly, you don't even need the climb anyway. Yeah, okay, I guess maybe it's tacked on. You can argue that's not really needed, but who cares? Who cares?
There are a few more things I could say, but I would keep those as more bullets if you get me another childish reply. Yes, dude, I'm giving you the childish reply for not actually giving you the time of day, although I guess I am now. I'm making a whole video on it. You see, when I heard about the game, I was kind of excited. Then the hype died over time, and now when Steam alerted me on release, I checked the game and it's already on sale. $30 for an indie game that is an alpha state seems way too much money. It's an early access. The game has like 80 hours plus content. You're out of your mind if you think this is an alpha state. $30 for like 80 plus hours of content is a steal, and it's $27. They put it on sale because they didn't even realize how big their game was gonna be. It is, again, top 2 wishlisted game, you know, before it came out, obviously, and then, oh, top 7 game of all time concurrent players. Many people felt the same, and now the game is on a 10% discount. It was on a discount because they felt happy. They were like, oh, for a limited time only, you could get, you know, they're just trying to make more sales. Like, who cares? The discount should have been 90% because the game is literal garbage and a waste of good potential because it came out in an unfinished state. It's pretty finished to me. They can definitely add more shit, but this is a full game. Like, this, you spend $30 on this game, it is the full package of a video game, alright? The way to achieve a success in current world, man, this is getting hard to read, is to make a game that is something new. Palworld is just things that people like and devs baked it together. Wow, so it's like every other game ever to exist. You do realize every idea has been tried already, right? Every single idea, like, has been thought of and done before already. Very, very, very few things are genuinely new. And just because something is doing something that other games have done, guess what? It can do it better, or if you pile on all together into one package like everyone's been asking for years for Pokemon, literally decades, guess what happens? You sell 2 million copies in 24 hours. I like RPGs, I like crafting, I like base building, I like Pokemon. I like to own a settlement/farm. I really like Fallout 4. But making an RPG that looks like Fortnite, plays like a game from the early 2000s, has nothing unique about it, and buildings are limited to squares, sorry, but it has no success whatsoever. Yeah, dude, Palworld's not successful at all, dude. It was a total flop, dude. 2 million copies on Steam alone in 24 hours. That's nothing, bro. It's not like the company made like $70 million or some shit. So, they like crafting RPGs, base building, Pokemon. First off, saying the RPG that looks like Fortnite is funny considering Palworld looks better than any Pokemon game that has ever come out. Outside of, I guess, the pixelated ones, right? Black and White 2, that game's beautiful, right? But in its own way, it's not the same graphics. Pokemon and Palworld have very similar graphics. Palworld is run on Unreal Engine 5 and doesn't run like shit and doesn't look like shit and doesn't have a million different graphical errors. There's glitches, don't get me wrong, I've experienced a few of them, but it's like nothing like Pokemon. There is not the frame rate problems like Pokemon. The graphics in Pokemon are nothing compared to this game. And that's saying something, because this game ain't nothing special, right? It's the pretty standard Unreal Engine 5 experience. Unreal Engine 5 is a beautiful, beautiful engine, all right? So, you know, the standard bar there is already high. The game is fine graphically. It's actually pretty impressive graphically considering the genre it's in. So, you're just delusional there. I'll just keep going. I mean, there's nothing else to talk about there. People may play it now. Let's check player numbers at the end of February, and it may be 2K players peak. I have some serious doubts about that, but you know, you could be right. If they don't update it at all and just completely black out on the community, maybe. I'll be one of those 2K players, though. Game is good for like 10 to 20 hours, and then bang, bored. Never plays it again. So, 10 to 20 hours isn't worth
$30 to you? I'm just, you know, I'm just trying to wrap my head around that. 10, 20 hours of fun, I will drop $30 for. Sorry. I also don't really gauge a game's fun on whether or not I can get this many hours out of it, right? If it's fun, it's fun.
Minecraft, when it was in alpha, was $3. In beta, it was $5, and now I don't know how much.
You don't know how much Minecraft is? It's 20-something dollars. And that game is held up by mods. Not saying Minecraft's shit, by the way. It's fantastic, but alpha Minecraft doesn't have shit on this game. I'm sorry to say. I played the Xbox version. It was fun when I was a kid, but I couldn't, you know, it was more so like, oh, I'm experiencing new things and building stupid little houses, right? Gets old quick when you're not on PC. They needed to update it constantly. I'm going on tangents. I shouldn't be shitting on Minecraft because I'm not. I'm really not.
So if you look at it from this perspective, unfinished, game is an alpha for $30. It's not an alpha for $30. You're an idiot. We had a ton of these since early 2000s, and none of them is finished yet. 7 Days to Die, Daisy, Rust. Daisy and Rust. Some of the most popular games out there. Daisy and Rust. Okay. Scrap Mechanic, Medieval Dynasty. I've heard that name before too. Ostriv, I don't even know what that is. My Summer Cars, Spin Tires, a bunch of games that I can't type here and so on. And you see, they were probably porn games. They make a game, not even finish it, and release another game.
It's done now. The game is like, it's not finished. Obviously, they're gonna continue to update it and shit. They've said that themselves, but it's a complete package again. I just boggles my mind that you can say this with such confidence.
Even though it had never had all the content that was promised, and wait, hold on, sorry, I missed that. Spin Tires was a great game. It had a long time in alpha, and then came the beta, and then they said it's finished. Even though it had never had all the content that was promised, and instead of updating the game, they released Mud Runner, which was the same exact game with updated maps. So people who paid for Spin Tires got ripped off. And then instead of updating Mud Runner, they released Snow Runner, so people got Spin Tires and decided to get Mud Runner, then got double ripped off. My Summer Car is still in early access. The devs are already working on my Winter Car.
I don't care. What? What is this turn? You're talking about these stupid car games I've never heard. Have any of these games sold 2 million copies in 24 hours? I'm just curious. I'm just curious right now.
90% of these games are just simple cash grabs so they can get money because they realize the game is never going to make it much further. So deal with it. Palworld is dead within a month or two.
All right, buddy. Sure. I can't believe a real human being wrote all that. But, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. I don't know how edited this video is going to make because I want to get to actual Palworld content. I just really wanted to cover this because it is genuinely funny. This is something I'd watch. Anyway, like and subscribe. Go check out my stream. It's in the link tree below. Go check out my other videos. I just posted a 25-minute long gameplay video that I cut 8 hours of footage down in one day to do and then edited it. That shit was crazy. But yeah, you know, Bumpy or whatever your name is, no hard feelings. I hope you get help. Mind boggled right now. I'm flabbergasted. You really got me, to be honest.